Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Edia Elisa binti Muhammad Rozaini and my matrix number is B1224107884. Today I would like to present about introduction of ISO 14001. Introduction. ISO 14001 is a globally recognized standard of environmental management system (EMS). ISO 14001 was created by the International Organization for Standardization, which provides a structured approach to establishing an environmental management system (EMS). The ISO 14001 standard will help to identify, manage, monitor, and improve your organization's environmental performance through systematic processes and procedures. It will also a tool that enable organizations to reduce their environmental impact meets legislative and regulatory requirements and promote sustainable business practices. ISO 14001 adopts the concept of continual improvement through the use of the Plan, Do, Track, Act (PDCA) cycle. Organization using ISO 14001 will establish measurable environmental objectives, implement appropriate control to meet those objectives, evaluate their environmental results, and take corrective action when necessary. Organization using ISO 14001 will benefit from improved resource efficiency, reduced waste and pollution, enhanced reputation, and enhanced commitment to environmental stewardship, and ensure a sustainable future for themselves and their customers.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haris Hamzah. I'm from 2BRT section 101. Today I will present about the background of foundational concept of ISO 14001 and total quality management, and exploring how these two vital frameworks interconnect. To begin with, ISO 14001 is globally recognized standard for environmental management system. It helps organizations manage their environmental responsibility in a systematic and structured way. Interestingly, ISO 14001 is closely connected to TQM because both frameworks are built on the same core pillars: a mutual focus on continuous improvement, strictly process control, comprehensive documentation, regular audit, and performance management. Let's shift our focus to total quality management, or TQM. TQM originally started from simple product inspection before distribution. However, as factories began producing goods in massive quantity, organizations needed a much better system to control quality and reduce defects. This led to an evolution from basic inspection to quality control, then to quality assurance, and finally to total quality management. Today, TQM means that everyone in the organization is responsibility for quality, not just the quality department alone. The key principle of TQM revolves around strong management commitment, active employee participation, customer satisfaction, teamwork, process improvement, and fact-based decision making. To ensure long-term success, continuous improvement methodologies such as Kaizen and PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle are implemented to help organizations improve step by step. Moving deeper into the background, ISO 14001 is part of the broader ISO 14000 family. It provides the essential requirements for an environmental management system or EMS, which enable organizations to systematically minimize pollution, manage waste, optimize resource use, and maintain environmental compliance. Through an effective EMS, organization can identify environmental aspect and impact, set clear objective, establish operational procedure, train employees, and measure performance. Previous academic research underscored that the success of ISO 14001 depends heavily on proper implementation, strong management commitments, employee involvement, and continuous improvement. Furthermore, empirical evidence supports its benefit. For instance, Burrell found that the ISO 14001 significantly improved environmental management practice. Erskine Tolosa observed positive environmental outcomes, while Arcana discovered that it can improve overall corporate profitability while successful reducing carbon dioxide emission. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
I will explain about literature review. For ISO 14001 is a well-known standard for environmental management system. This standard was prepared by the International Standards Organization. It helps organizations to manage their performance. ISO 14001 is very popular all over the world since its emergence in 1996 and update in 2015. Many companies today use ISO 14001 to improve their performance and comply with regulations. Next, what is ISO 14001 and why it is important? Based on the PDCA cycle, which is planned to check act, identifies environmental aspects and risks, ensure compliance with regular requirements, supports continuous improvement, flexible framework for different organizations. Next, benefit of ISO 14001 for environmental benefits, reduce pollution and waste, better resource utilization. For organizational benefits, improve operational efficiency, enhance company reputation, encouraging innovation, adoption of cleaner technologies, improve production process, development of eco-friendly products, support sustainable business practice, creates long-term economic benefits, effects on environmental performance. Better environmental performance than non-certified organizations, reduce waste generation, improve pollution prevention, enhance energy conservation, more effective resource management. Lastly, ISO 14001 is a framework for environmental management improvement as suggested by literature. It supports organization habit, studies how impacts on environmental performance, operational efficiency, regulatory compliance, and stakeholder confidence. However, the extent of these benefits largely depends on the organization's commitment to integrating management into its activities. Although the evidence of the financial benefits is mixed, the long-term benefits of improved efficiency, reduction of risk, and corporate reputations suggest that ISO 14001 can make a major contribution to organizational sustainability.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Miazik bin Muhammad Suhaimi. My matrix number is B122410-497. So my slide that I'm going to present is analysis and discussion. To kick off our analysis and discussion section, let's look at section 4.1. What exactly is ISO 14001? Simply put, It is the international standard for establishing an environmental management system, or AMS. It's important to note that it doesn't enforce rigid, specific environmental targets. Instead, it provides a flexible framework that organizations can adapt to their unique operation with ultimate goal of enhancing environmental performance and systematically reducing waste. Moving on to section 4.2, how does this system actually operate? It is built on the Plan, Do, Check, Act, or PDCA cycle to drive continuous improvement. First, we plan. This involves identifying the organization's environmental aspect and understanding the relevant legal requirement. Next, we do. We implement the actual policies, conduct employee training, and set up operational controls. Then we check. This is where we audit, monitor, and evaluate our performance to see if we are hitting our goals. Finally, we act. Based on those audits, we take corrective actions to constantly refine the system. The cycle repeats continuously. So, in section 4.3, we address who need to be involved and when a company should decide to implement this standard. Who is involved? It requires a team effort. It starts with leadership from top management and quality or environmental officers, but relief on all employees as well as internal and external auditor to keep everything checked. When to implement? An organization should take this step when they are ready to actively reduce waste and pollution, save energy, strictly comply with environmental law, and boost their overall corporate reputation. In section 4.4, we highlight the four main pillars of why ISO 14001 is so critical for modern businesses. First, environmental protection. It helps to reduce pollution and minimize the company's carbon footprint. Second, legal compliance. It ensures the organization complies with regulations, avoiding costly fines and legal issues. Third, cost and waste reduction. Energy and resource efficiency lead directly to tangible financial saving. Last, stakeholder trust. It dramatically improves the company's public image and builds stronger trust with customers. So we move to another person.
In conclusion, ISO 14001 is an effective framework for environmental quality management. It helps organizations systematically manage environmental impacts through the PDCA approach. Studies have shown that ISO 14001 improves environmental performance, operational efficiency, and compliance with regulations. Although implementation may involve challenges such as cost and documentation on requirements, the benefits outweigh the difficulties when organizations are fully committed. Therefore, ISO 14001 remains an important tool for achieving sustainability and enhancing organizational credibility in today's environmentally conscious world.